Don't get mad. Help. Are you angry when someone's armpits stink or when their breath is bad? What would be the point? Having such a mouth and such armpits, there's going to be a smell emanating. You say, they must have sense. Can't they tell how they are offending others? Well, you have sense too. Congratulations. So, use your natural reason to awaken theirs. Show them. Call it out. If the person will listen, you will have cured them without useless anger. No drama nor unseemly show required. So what I like about today's quote is how it speaks to how everyone is just wired differently, and there's gonna be different things that bother someone, and that same thing can be totally acceptable by someone else. And so a nice sales example I have for this is an email template I kind of send out occasionally when I'm not hearing back from a client or a lead, which is persistence or harassment. That's the subject line. And in that email, kind of details of, I'm not sure how you're receiving these outreaches. Is it persistence or harassment? And as you can imagine, the responses are a mixed bag. All right. Some people get really turned off by the constant outreach and following up, even though there is no response, whereas others really welcome it. Things might have gotten in the way. They've been busy. They left the office. They were sick, and they appreciate that persistence. And so knowing where someone stands is important for us to know what sort of outreach and support to follow up with them moving forward. But also it gives you better social awareness about where someone is. And so knowing that there's no one size fits all, you always be mindful of how different people appreciate and frame different things. But the only way to kind of figure that out is by asking questions, having that sort of awkward or maybe difficult conversation to see where they stand. So that's the nice reminder today. When it comes to sales, everyone approaches it differently. There's no one size fits all. So you constantly got to adapt. And at the same time, when you're in an airplane, always ask the person behind you if you're okay with reclining your seat, because you don't know how they're going to accept it as well. So beautiful Tuesday here with the sun shining. That is the update for the day, and on to Wednesday.